Hey Dave, welcome in. Well, hello everybody. Hi Tina. Welcome to Sugar Mill, the Dunlawton Sugar Mill Gardens. This is in Port Orange. I think it's Port Orange, Florida, near, kind of in the vicinity of Daytona. So I just saw a, hey Brian, how are you? I saw a Facebook post for this place actually over the weekend, and I decided I would take a little drive to get here. I want to say it took me about 45 minutes. Hey Jason, welcome in. So we've got this nice water feature over here. So this is a, the map that I picked up has a little history for the place, and I think if they have a somewhere to sit down, which it looks like they've got some different areas so you can sit down. They've got some nice benches here, and they've got some bigger benches that you can sit down. And let's look at this thing. I've got a historic sugarcane machinery. Animal-powered rollers used to crush sugarcane came from the Samuel Williams plantation. This plantation was destroyed by the Indians and never rebuilt. Kay Wilby, hello. Welcome in. Happy Monday, everybody. On this lovely January the 13th of 2025. This is my first mobile live stream of 2025, and I'm so glad to be here. So one thing that allured me to this place is that there used to be like a dinosaur theme park here, and throughout the property there are still evidences of dinosaur things here. So it is a botanical gardens. So, oh yeah, they've got some benches around here. This is a nice place, actually. I'll have to come back. I will definitely have to come back. It is free admission. They do accept. They have a little donation box at the entrance, and I am going to leave a few dollars just to help them out and help them with the upkeep. And but again, they don't charge to get in here. So I'm going to walk around this little pathway here. It looks like it's a decent size for a little walk around. It's not huge, but it's definitely got a decent size to it. Noah, welcome in. Happy Monday. Welcome in, everybody. Bop that like button if you haven't, if you like the stream. If you are watching this on the replay, leave a comment below. Say hello. Always love it when people let me know that they were watching. It is an overcast morning here. We're supposed to get to the mid-60s. We're right around 60 right now, maybe upper 50s. At this point, so not bad at all. These are pretty. I don't see a sign to see what these are. They look like they have signs around pretty consistently, but those are pretty. So how is everyone's 2025 going? Mine's going pretty well. There's an eagle over there. Hi, eagle. Come around here, see what the sign says. Bird's foot ivies. You walked to Wendy's yesterday. Why would you walk to Wendy's? Oh, here we go. Oh, they have another of these little reading libraries. Look at this bench. Oh, it was on the way to Wally World. Okay. Now this bench with this statue of this kid reading a book. I wonder what he's reading. I don't know. Do they have anything in here that I want? Nope. So they have a sign around the corner that talks about the dinosaur attraction that used to be in this area, in this location. So we'll go by the sign. So nowadays it is a botanical gardens. Check it out, guys. It's a dinosaur. Looks like a stegosaurus. So these are the prehistoric animals made by M.D. Manny Loris, the early 1950s. All right. So here's this little write-up on Bongo Land. Several attempts were made to operate Dunlawton Plantation as a tourist attraction in the 1950s. Dr. Perry Sperber leased the premises from J. Saxon Lloyd for a park to display prehistoric monsters and had a number of replicas molded in concrete on wire frames constructed. The park was called Bongo Land in honor of a large baboon housed on the grounds. An Indian village was also reproduced and a small train carried visitors around. But the day of the theme parks had not yet come, and Bongo Land was closed for lack of public interest. Identification of the animals that roamed the world millions of years ago has been furnished by the Volusia Anthropological Society. Sounds good. And that is where we are today. Bongo Land. Now the Dunlawton Sugar Mills Gardens. So, yeah, guys, come along. We're just going to stroll around here for a little bit. I don't know how live I'm going to be. How long I'm going to be live today. But definitely, we are going to walk. And it looks like there's a decent signal here. Not sure where that goes. Okay, here's a sign, the Florida Hammock Trail. This trail leads through hammock land. The word hammock was an Indian term. This is the way the land looked when it was the free domain of the Indians, the home of wildlife and birds. I think I'm going to go this way instead. And this is a nice little walk. Brian says, I wonder what would happen if someone were to smuggle in a sugar cane planting in the gardens. Would it take naturally? I don't know. I think part of this gardens is well, actually, I don't know. I don't want to speak without knowing. But like I said, we'll find a bench somewhere. Well, here's a bench. I think I'll see if there's a bench with more of a scenic view. Plus, that's missing part of the seat. So, I feel like that's a little dangerous. This goes off to the left. Should probably get the map out. Get the map out and just double check. So here is where I am. The Dunlawton Sugar Mills Gardens. So we went in. Around. Okay. 34 was the stegosaurus. Okay. So this is... I think we can turn left here. Oops. And hang around here. As some places you go, you get the maps and the place looks like really huge, but it's really not. It's really a, it's big enough you have a decent walk around, but it's not huge, so like it feel like it's gonna be like an hours long commitment. So basically, this stream is going to be like the extent of my walking around here. And then when I get back around to the front, and end of the stream, I'll be heading out. This is not that far away from Daytona. And you know what's in Daytona? It's Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's. I will be going to Buc-ee's after this stream. So there's a house there. Looks like a residential area. There's a fence there, so it's the boundaries of this gardens. And I don't know why I wore Crocs today instead of shoes, because I just got a pebble in there, little rock or something, little something. Yeah, I love Buc-ee's. Probably just gonna get 1 or 2 sandwiches. I think they usually have like a burrito or something. I was going to go there first and try to catch breakfast, because I do enjoy some of their breakfast items. But the last 2 times that I went there, I was in there for breakfast, so I'm going to catch them for their lunch menu, which is like the barbecue brisket type stuff. This is a nice walk through. So when I get to the end of this little trail, I'm going to turn, and we've got some other things like over here. In loving memory of avid birder Gail Lincoln. Well, thank you, Gail Lincoln, for your avid birding. Jordan, Epcot Forever, welcome in. Hello. We are at the Sugar Mill Gardens in Port Orange. So welcome in. Hope you're having a great Monday, Jordan. In loving memory of avid birder Marie Oglesby. Alright, so here we are. Let me check the map again. You guys can just look at some trees if you don't mind. And just look at some trees. So this goes over there. That keeps going there. We'll go over here. I almost didn't bring my gimbal, and I'm glad I did. Can you imagine if I had just done that little bit with handheld? Oof. This little area, there's some benches here. Actually, maybe we can go ahead and maybe not. We'll just walk through here. We got some birdie baths and a bird feeder. There's no water in the bird bath. That might be a problem. Unless they're doing some new dry bath method. And then there's a birdie feeder. Like dry cleaning. Dry bird bath. I don't think that's a thing. But I got some benches over here. I will keep that in mind. They seem to have some benches here and there, so I will stop and I will read you guys some of the back of the map. Let me see, what's this over here? This looks like this is part of where the sugar mill is. Do 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 do. Got a sign here. I don't know what this is. Oh, nice. This looks like a little place you walk into. And it displays this little area here. I'm sure the sign will tell us something. Amathla, King Philip. Amathla, also known as King Philip, was a respected Seminole leader of the Alachua region in the early 1800s. Known for his diplomacy, Amathla was firmly committed to keeping Seminoles in Florida and opposing President Andrew Jackson's Indian removal policy. During the Second Seminole War, Amathla was a skilled strategist. He planned several victorious military campaigns alongside his son, Cocucci, or Wildcat, and his brother-in-law, Chief McCanopy. Yeah. In 1836, Amathla and Cocucci led an attack on a sugar mill and plantations in this region. The following year, at almost 100 years of age, Amathla was captured by the U.S. Army while encamped near the ruins of Dunlawton Plantation. He was used as a pawn to lure Osceola and Cocucci to meet under a flag of truce at Fort Marion, where they were betrayed and taken captive. Osceola remained imprisoned for the rest of his life, but Cocucci escaped and continued to lead his people. Amathla died in 1839 as he was forced west to the Indian Territory on the Trail of Tears. So the Second Seminole War was the war that that just repeats what was just said. Here we go. Spanish Mills and Bongo Land. So I'm just going to hold that there. Spanish mills after the 1850s. Okay. So it was a sugar mill. And then they opened up a bongo land, which was dinosaurs. Which I just showed a little bit ago. And it looks like you can walk up here. They have a ramp. So here's some sugar cane right here. Sweet! Alright, let's take a little walk up here. I'm just going to pause on these. If you want to come back and screenshot and take a look at this, or pause the video to look at this later, feel free to. There's sugar making. Sugar making. And then we have a Dunlawton sugar factory. Great expectations. All right. For Volusia County, Florida. Oh, this is a sugar mill. From the boardwalk. Machineries. What's really interesting. And like I was saying, the Second Seminole Indian War is the same. That's the same war where Fort Christmas, which I've gone to quite frequently the last couple of years on this channel. That was the war where they built Fort Christmas in 1837. So this said 1836, I think. Let me see. 18. Actually, the original, well, I'll read through the thing in a minute here. And the roof. Little thing about the roof. Really neat. I will definitely have to come back here on a day where it's where there's like sunshine, maybe a dab warmer. Sugar. We're doing sugar. And these big fats here. Kind of look out there. You have to look at the diagram for the mill again to kind of go through what these parts were. Now that we've kind of looked at it for a few minutes here. It looks like they had more of the vats maybe in here that maybe aren't there anymore. Really neat, kind of a really interesting snapshot into history. It is unfortunate, you know, the story of just the overtaking the Indians and taking over their native lands. Is one thing about our history. I think if we were to go back through history again, that is one thing I would opt to do differently. Because the Indians, the Native Americans, whatever you want to call them, when we came over here from, you know, on the Mayflower and all that, they were responsible for, you know, helping us survive those first couple of years, which is kind of the story behind the first Thanksgiving. So it's unfortunate that, you know, the country, as it got going, decided it would take over. So really unfortunate. So this is the part that we just walked through here. The kettle train, that's the broiling room. And we looked out here. These are the purgers. Looks like this area over here that I walked by. And then that was the cane crusher, the engine that we looked at over here. Nice. Really nice. So now, today, it is a botanical gardens, and you can come and visit it. And this is the site of the Bongo Land. Let's see, 27. What do we got? 27 is, I don't know, what's that? Where is the mill? 1 second, guys. Look at a tree. Just take a look at a tree. The historic sugar mill machinery. That was 42. Nope. That was along the road. It had to be. We have to be over here at 13. And then there was a whole trail that went around there, didn't it? Okay. Well, we are just going to wander and kind of follow the map ish, and then we will stop somewhere and I'm going to read the little write-up here on the back of the map. I will also put it on screen. You can take a look at it. Am I going the wrong way? Nah, I'm a guy. I don't get lost. I know where I'm going. I don't need directions. Oh, nice. So this has to be one second, guys, I'm looking at the map. Do 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 do. So I don't even know where this is. Trying to see if I can find it on the map too here. 18. Okay, well. Let's walk around this area. I'm trying to figure out where this is. This is a little loop. Looks like a little loop where you go around. They don't actually have signs for the different areas, like around the area, which would actually help. It doesn't have to be a huge ornate sign, just a little one that says clearly where you are and maybe matches up with all the numbers on the map right there. All the numbers. I think we're in this area. I think we might actually be oh, we're right here because I have this heart shape here. So we're in that loop. Okay, so that's where we are. Great. Thank you guys for helping me figure that out. Exactly where I am. See, well, let me walk around. You'll see the heart better. Speaking of which, you have a Valentine. I don't know that I have a Valentine. Just maybe a turkey leg or two. Oh, this is cute. Looks like a little gnome village, or whatever you call it. Gnome garden. You can walk around and look at. Cute. So this is 25. Yep, the gnome home. That's the gnome home. Look at that, they're going up to the top. So these little gnomes actually remind me of last month. During December, I went to Lou Gardens and they had a gnome hunt all throughout the gardens. They had a map, and I do have that video. I have a couple of live streams, but I've got a video on the channel specifically for that little gnome hunt. And then here is the heart. I don't know if you can tell there. Here we go. You can tell the heart there going on down there. And that's a loop that I just walked around before I came over here to the gnome garden. Alright, let's keep walking, guys. So I've not been here before. As I mentioned, this is my first time here, so I'll probably have to come back here in a couple of months. Oh, Nature's Chapel. This is nice. Shh. Be quiet. I'm praying for more turkey legs. Well, I was looking for a bench to sit down on to read the little write-up on this botanical gardens, the history. So let me just, there's a lot on here. Let me just skim it and to give you the overview. So basically the history of the plantation that was here started in 1821. That's before Florida became a state. And it belonged to a man called Patrick Dean in 1804. It was awarded to him because of a land grant. In 1818, looks like he was reportedly killed by an Indian or slave. And then the plantation passed into the hands of John B. Bunch McGrady as an inheritance, who was an officer in the British Navy. And then he had no interest in farming, so he sold the land to Charles and Joseph Lawton for $3,000. Julie, hello, happy Monday. Sarah Petty, I'll just read it. Sarah Petty Anderson inherited the 450 Tomoka plantation just north of Ormond from her mother. After her husband died in 1830, she sold the Tomoka property and used the proceeds to buy the Dean plantation. They filed a fictitious name for the purchase, combining her maiden name Dunn with the name Lawton, creating the name Dunlawton Plantation. The price was $4,500 and was finalized on May of 1832. They produced sugar and molasses until December of 1835, when the Second Seminole Indian War began. During the war, from 1835 to 1842, the mill was burned down. The Anderson family received no money after the war to help rebuild the mill, so it was abandoned until John Marshall bought it in 1846. John Marshall rebuilt the plantation, and it was again productive from 1849 until 1853. Several different managers failed to run it productively and eventually returned it to the Marshall family. It was burnt down again in 1856 during the Third Seminole Indian War. In 1862, it was a camp headquarters for the St. John Rangers during the Civil War. Through the war, the kettles were used for production of salt, for food preservation, and ammunition. The property was finally sold to William Doherty in 1871. Between 1871 until 1904, the property was divided and sold off in smaller lots. It was a tourist site as early as 1939. It was mistakenly called the ruins of an old Spanish mission from the 1600s. In 1940s and 50s, owner J. Sexton Lloyd created an amusement park called Bongoland. He commissioned Dr. Manny Lawrence to build concrete dinosaurs, and it featured an Indian village, animals, a train to ride around the paths, and a baboon named Bongo. Once Bongoland closed, the property sat neglected before it was bequeathed to Volusia County in 1963. In 1985, Martin Whitbold, a local nursery owner, formed an organization, the Botanical Gardens of Volusia Incorporated. They made an agreement with the county to lease the mill property in 1988, beginning a new life for the Dunlawton Sugar Mill Gardens. Our mission is to educate the local gardeners about what can grow in this area, as well as create a beautiful place for visitors to enjoy while they explore the mill ruins. Okay. So hopefully you followed along pretty well with that. So basically, it kind of changed hand back in the 1830s a few times. It was a mill for sugar, then it was a mill for salt. And this is the little outdoor chapel. There was a thing on the website for renting this for events like weddings. Except not during the summer. They said because of the heat. I appreciate that. As someone who does not like going out in the heat of the summer, I do appreciate that. So this is a piece of machinery, looks like. We got a little area here. Really nice. This is the native plant garden. Jordan, you do not have to pay to get in, but they do have a donation box at the entrance, near the entrance, that you can, it is optional to leave a donation, but they do not charge to get in. So, this is the name of it again, Dunlawton Sugar Mill Gardens, and it is open daily, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., closed Christmas Day and New Year's Day, 950 Old Sugar Mill Road, Port Orange, Florida. It's very quiet here. There's only been a few people walking around here. I don't know if that's because it's like during the week. I'm guessing if you can get here during the week and walk around, probably less than the weekends would be. But yeah, it's very nice here. Very quiet, peaceful. They have benches throughout. You can sit down and rest if you need to, or if you just want to sit and enjoy the peace. They have those available. I like this plant. This is such a pretty plant. I'm actually not sure what it's called. Well, I don't remember what it's called. My next door neighbors have one. There's several of that in Lou Gardens. Now, Lou Gardens, of course, I've got several videos, several live streams on the channel from there. You know, I am going to come back here, I think. Probably in a couple of months. Probably March. When it's a little warmer. Maybe. Or maybe not. Okay, so we are... Oh, alright. So we are kind of... There's this guy. Kind of making our way back towards the front. Did I miss something? So there is this guy. And that is actually out towards the front of the gardens. That can't be all of that that's here. Okay. Well, we can go around this loop. I didn't go around here before. I don't think. No. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. That's where I started. So over here, I didn't see before, I don't think. Nope, that's where the gnome thing is. So we're facing the gnome. Looking off. Okay. This section. Is this where I walked through? Welp. I think this is where I just walked through. Yep, Native Plants of Florida. Native Plants of Florida Garden. So we are at... One second. I promise you I am not lost. Native Plant Garden. In 28. We're in 28. Okay. And what's 27? That was Nature's Chapel. That's where we were. That was okay. What was 17? The Molasses Holding Area. Oh. The Molasses Holding Area. That sounds really interesting. Let me come back here. 17. So that might be, actually, that's where we just were. That was that, near the mill that I walked through. So we might have just seen everything, but they do have a little area here. I'll just double check the map. So if that's true, yeah, this is not a huge place. They've got a few little loops, some fun things. This is the Volunteer Plaza. We'll take this loop around. Oh, they have more of these plants. I wonder if they have a sign for them. See these ones? No sign. Okay, well, we'll keep looking. The Mom Nana Wise Old Owl. Okay. This nice little water feature. Just look at the map again. Volunteer garden. Okay. Okay. I know where we're gonna stroll next. I'm pretty sure I didn't go over there yet. Oh, look at this. We're gonna go over the little bridge. That was fun. That was super fun. Maybe come over here. Did I go? Wait. I think I already looked at this. Did I already look at that? Well, that's right. That's alright. We'll walk back over there. Yeah, this place is not that huge at all. But it's very nice, and I definitely do think I would come back here again. And they do have restrooms here. Once in a while I've come across some of these like botanically garden places and they don't have restrooms. Well, okay, there was one place. In the hiking areas, sometimes my hiking areas don't have don't have a restroom, but they do here, up towards the front. This is nice. We'll walk in here. I'm at 1 hour and 1 minute. So yeah, it does look like I walked through the whole thing. There's one section, looks like I can walk around the other way to look at. There might be a couple things that I did miss. I think let's take a little walk. Oh, cactus. So we're in the oop, they got a sign facing the other way. The Cactus Collection. The Cactus Collection. 30. Did we see a Triceratops? We did not see a Triceratops. Where's the Triceratops? It's number 30. Oh, that's why we missed it. That's why we missed it. That is why we missed it. Because I went around that other trail. Alright. Let's try to find the Triceratops. So we're going to come up here. Alright guys, walk with me here. Walk with me here for a little bit. We're going to go find a Triceratops. I think we got to hang a right. Maybe we don't hang a right. Okay. I have an idea. I feel like picking up the map was worse than just wandering around. I'm not sure how that happens, but it is what it is. Wandering in beauty. That's what the name. So here's the Nature Chapel. 27. Right? 27 was the Nature Chapel. Ah, so the Triceratops is here. This is the way. Because see, I came into the chapel from like over there. Remember we sat down for story time, for a little history. This is the part that I walked past before on the other trail. So this is where the Triceratops is going to be. So I showed the Stegosaurus earlier. Around, well, we could, it's small enough. We'll just walk back around that way. So we'll do a loop, and here's the Triceratops. So they have a Stegosaurus, Triceratops, that little something or other. Here we go. Triceratops. Hey, big fella. Yeah. All right. Well, let's walk around. I know a few of you may have missed the Brontosaurus or the Brachiosaurus. Alright, yeah, here's the trail I turned left on before, when I came through before. Sorry, that was redundant. That was a little redundant. I turned left before when I came through before from the other way. Yeah, that was redundant, Dean. I remember the broken bench. I would not sit on here. So we'll stroll around to the front. There is a small little section that I'll walk over by. That will kind of connect a couple of dots that I missed. I think I'll be ready to head out. And I'm going to make my way to Buc-ee's, which is not that far away. It's probably 20-30 minutes. Oh, the Florida Hammock Trail. So we can actually, I skipped this before. You know, Jordan, that is not a bad idea. Problem is, M&M's is like one of my favorite candies. I would have left Skittles. Hope I don't unmake some friends. I would have dropped Skittles. Or a trail. You know, the sad thing is I had a map. And I just kept getting lost. But I think I've got a general idea of the layout of this place. Theoretically. I still may want to have my map with me. So this is a nice little path. It's literally just trees and some plants. This is the Florida Hammock Trail. Note to self, also just wear regular shoes when I come instead of Crocs. But I do plead that this was my first time. I plead unfamiliarity. That was the issue. Also, I think we missed the Brontosaurus going back. But I showed it earlier in the stream. So, anywho, I am not backtracking for that. I don't think it will do that. Here we are. Well, that wasn't bad at all. So hello to my ninja watcher that I just got a text from. I just got a text saying don't wear Crocs on a nature walk. If she wants to be identified, pop in and say hi. My ninja chatter, ninja watcher. Okay. Here we are. Oh, okay. She's at her desk. So my ninja chatter, do you want me to say your name out loud then, since you can't chat? Of course, if you're going to text me that, you might as well come into the chat. I recommend it, Dave. I recommend it. Oh, okay. So, hello to Cynthia, Candy Mom 15. She is ninja watching. She's at work. She's at her desk. So she can't say hi, but she says hi. And yes, I do recommend a stop by Buc-ee's if you come to Central Florida, especially if you're driving into the area. But even if you want to take a day away from the theme parks. So they do have one of these little free libraries. I took a look earlier and there is nothing there that I want. But so this is actually, I guess I saw this area before. They've got a little loop you can walk through before you come over to the sugar mill over here. So this we did not see. We should probably look around here. The water garden. Oh yeah, this is really nice. I did not go over here. It's a good thing I came over here. What's Dave say? Are good things. They aren't in our area. Yeah, we do have a good chain called Sheets. Big competitor to Wawa here. Great food, but no, yeah. Buc-ee's is a one of a kind destination. And I do mean destination. So Dave, if you can get to a Buc-ee's at some time, I recommend it. Look at this, they got a little mill going here. So this just goes over, I think I went over there. So over here is the sugar mill that I walked through earlier in the stream. So there we go, connecting some dots. So they've got a little area over here. And then we'll go back to the entrance, and I'm I am going to head out to said Buc-ee's. This is an Asian-inspired garden. This is nice. Jordan, no, they don't. They do have like a barbecue turkey sandwich. Like turkey meat. But they do not have turkey legs. They do not. All right. Well, here we are. This is the entrance. We walk through the gates here. The sign is what I use for the thumbnail. And we've got this little display as you walk in here. So, as I mentioned before, they do have this little donation box, and I will go ahead, since I'm here, and just pop a few dollars in there just to help them out on their little mission. And let's come over here to the gazebo. So thank you guys for watching today. As I mentioned at the, I don't know if I mentioned it on the stream, but I am technically on a sabbatical. And so my home streams that I do on Tuesdays and Thursdays are currently still on sabbatical, but I wanted to do this fun little pop-up stream for you guys. So next week I will resume Let's Talk Turkey on Tuesday, 9 o'clock. Once Upon a Turkey Leg on Thursday at 9 o'clock. Did I say Thursday? Let's Talk Turkey is on Tuesday. And then Once Upon a Turkey Leg is on Thursday. So, yeah. So thank you guys for watching and walking around with me. So bop that like button if you haven't already, and if you're watching this on the replay, leave a comment and let me know that you were here, and have a gobbletastic day, everybody. Sorry. And I will see you next time. So thank you, everybody, and do take care.